Okay, let's see here. So let's refresh this here. Okay. Hi, and looks like we're live. Alright, greetings, Varlets. I am Interrogator Rosario Rivas, attaché to Milady Inquisitor of the Order Hereticus, and welcome to Joy of Painted Miniatures. I come live from the grim, dark future, currently broadcasting from the high world of Virago. The theme music for the stream is Chords of Lament and Hope by the venerable liturgist Adam Bell. Music from Warhammer Mechanicus, composed by Guillaume David and the copyright of Bulwark Studios, and the music for Warhammer Darktide, composed by Jesper Kyd and the copyright of Arcys Games. All of the music is provided to us by filmmusic.io. Today, we're continuing to paint the Guardian of all metals, or as I like to call him, the Avatar of the Omnissiah. This miniature was provided to me by Missing Link Productions and created by Mini Monster Mayhem. You can find this miniature and many others like it in MissingLinkProductions.net. Alright, let's see here. Anybody? Oh, hey, Liza, how's it going? Going good? Check it out. We are looking really good so far. Hey, Seabass, how you doing? Back, Seabass. And you too, Visa. Alright, let me see what you wrote, Visa. Going well, had to do some maintenance on my washing machine. Oh, that's not fun. Ended up being a loose filter, but have accomplished a lot today. Nice! Congrats. The Omnissiah is pleased. You have quelled your washing machine's machine spirits. And what you up to, Seabass? What are you currently painting? Nice. Can't wait to see her. Do you have pictures yet or not yet? Don't mind me, still kind of setting up here. I was trying to make sure that this paint wasn't chunky. So far it's still a little chunky, but I think we should get some paint out of it. This is Ceramite White, which is what we're going to be working on today. Alright, I think I'm all good. Let's go ahead and open this sucker up, see what we're working with. Neon Genesis? You mean like Evangelion, or? Oh, okay. I saw it such a long time ago that I barely remember what happens. I mean, all I know is that everything's kind of crappy by the end of the show, but I can't remember like any specific details. Okay, let's see if the Ceramite White is gonna work. Maybe I should try on something else first, just to be safe. Okay, that looks okay. Seems like it's painting alright. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch the, I guess what's considered to be the remake? I'm kinda curious how they remade that show. I heard that the guy kinda changed a lot, you know, seeing as apparently he was very depressed when he originally made it. Alright, let's see how this works. Okay, I think it's coming on. Let me zoom in here. Yeah, seems okay. How about you, Visa? You watching anything interesting? Watching anything interesting? Sorry, I got cut off there for a second. Yeah, I'm just reading your message now, Visa, about the director. Yeah, he wasn't doing too good. Like, there's a YouTuber that I watch, can't remember his name. I think it's like Anime Sage or something like that. Or Bennett Sage or something like that. But anyway, he apparently does this whole deep dive on the issues that the guy had, you know, like he was going through. Well, yeah, I keep hearing it's good, but also keep hearing it's bad. It's like I'm hearing like a clear divide, and not from the usual people that I would expect to say it's good or bad. So it's something I'm curious about. Unfortunately, somebody kind of spoiled some big key points, and I'm like, damn it, I shouldn't have listened to the review. But I still want to see it. Yeah, what I've heard is that if you don't know much about Fallout, at least its lore, then it's good. But if you're a diehard fan who loves the lore of Fallout, it's bad. So I'm hearing like mixed reports here. Since I'm not a crazy fan of Fallout, at least as far as the setting, I'm only a normie. I might enjoy it, but we'll see. Oh, and Visa, I finally started looking into Warmachine. and trying to get white on this brush is always a pain. Yep, I started watching it. At least I started looking into information on it. Hold on, I missed the first part. Not sure what they're doing that would upset the lore folks. They went out of their way to make the power armor pack dual effects as much as possible. I don't want to throw spoilers in case anybody else watches this, so I don't know. Like I said, some of it got kind of spoiled for me, and I've heard that certain characters from the games make an appearance, or at least are mentioned. So I don't want to say more than that. So yeah, that's all I know. But yeah, can you guess who are which of the factions that I'm finding interesting in Warmachine? Well, those are pretty good guesses. You nailed it on the second one. Though I do like the warjacks of Kador. I am very interested in the Protectorate of Menoth. Also, another one that I'm interested in is the Dusk House Callus or Caddis. The undead elves. That sounds pretty neat. Yeah, I find that it's a shame that they're not, at least Menoth is not in the 4th edition. So trying to find miniature for them might be a little difficult for me. Yeah, they're definitely new. They're supposed to be like the remnants of the elves in the previous edition, but again, I don't know too much about it. I've just been looking at like some lore videos on it. Yeah, so far I'm still kind of getting my feet wet in that whole setting. Oh, and so you're aware, I'm using the very tiny brush of 5 zeros of the Grabby. Yeah, I looked up and they are still officially supported, but they are not making any new miniatures for them. It was such a pain. I hate white. Ah, okay, is that why? I mean, it didn't seem like they had too many factions. But then again, I don't know much. At least their catalog doesn't show like they had too many. But what I was thinking is, if I ever really get into Warmachine and for whatever reason they can't seem to make any new miniatures for Menoth, then I might try to kitbash some Signar into looking like Menoth, but or maybe use some Sisters of Battle type stuff and try to sort of kitbash my own version of them. That's if I can't find the miniatures or whatever. But it looks interesting. I don't know too much about how to play the game yet. I haven't looked that far into it. I just been like looking at like sort of lore and just the aesthetics of the units. Okay. Yeah, that can sour many suppliers. Yeah, I just really like the aesthetic of Menoth because they seem very 40k, and you know how I like 40k. Like I was getting very much Imperium vibe. I like that whole Gothic aesthetic. Exactly. But yeah, if I really get into it, I might even try to make myself an outfit for like a protector of Menoth from my avatar here. Let's see. Hopefully, I can get stuff like that done. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, exactly. I'm actually getting pretty far along with my own like made from scratch VTuber model. I've been working on it for months now, just on my little off hours, and I finally got some head movement, so I'm pretty excited. Sorry guys, I'm having a really hard time with this white. Yeah, it doesn't help that it doesn't like really stick to the brush all that well either. So, and then I can never tell what my paint looks like on the paper. So I'm always having a hard time trying to figure out, okay, do I bring that paint there? Well, I know that when I start working on a White Scar Space Marine, that's gonna suck. Okay, I don't know. What do you think? Okay. I get a little paranoid sometimes. I feel like I'm never quite satisfied with how it's looking. Yeah, I don't know how any of those like tournament painters do it. 'Cause I'm always kind of upset with how it looks. So I will too, Noki. But yeah, regarding War Machine, I really like the Menoff's mechs, or the Warjacks as they call them. They're really neat. I kind of wish they had some like that in Warhammer. As Warjacks are really cool. Oh yeah, what was your first faction? Ah, the Cricks. The undead, right? They look really cool too. I'll be honest. I kind of want to check them out too. It's like evil necromancer slash dark mechanic and vibes. I really do like it. The minis haven't come out yet, so I mean I don't know what they look like, but at least the concept art looks really cool. Yeah, I think I saw. I mean, the pictures that you showed me, where they look just like kind of regular undead. You know, they look like they have axes and medieval armor and stuff like that. Getting so annoyed. Yeah, I'm very much interested in the other side, the steampunk undead vibe. Because again, like I said, it reminds me of sort of a dark Mechanica, and I love Mechanicus. Come on, there we go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so once the models come out, I might lean towards them also. Let's see. Here we go. Such a pain. Alright, I think I'm done with this side. At least with the white on this side. Now I gotta get the rest of it. So, here, wish me luck. This has been a lot harder than it needs to be. Thanks, Wiza. This is just so hard. Kinda wish I could use a spray on these things, but I don't have that kind of equipment with me. Like an airbrush, at least to get this white down. Okay, I think we're good there. Now let's get those back tendrils. So what are you guys up to tonight? Working on anything? Okay, what mobile game? And what projects? It's a play order for more paint? Okay, cool. What are you low on? And I probably need a paint mixture for this thing. It is such a pain. Oh, nice. Have you played the fighting game? Okay, yeah, I've heard of it. Is it out already? Could have sworn I heard it. Maybe it was out, but maybe it was just a reviewer, like sort of with a copy in advance. Oh, that's cool. My favorite so far, at least, because I've played the fighting game. Not the new one, the first one, because they made a sequel. I think it's a sequel. It looks the same as the first one, so I figured it's either a sequel or just like a revamp of it somehow. But I liked, what's her name? Charlotte, the little dwarf girl. Yeah, she's a lot of fun. Yeah, I gotta double check. I'm pretty sure they came out with a sequel. Here, let me quick search. Yeah, they did. It's a sequel. It's called Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. It's not the same game as Granblue Fantasy versus. Yeah, that's what I would. That's what I would have thought. But no, apparently it's a whole different game. Because I have it on Steam, and in order to, at least I have the first one. In order to get Rising, I have to pay full price for it. So that's a whole new game. That's not an expansion. Yeah, just digging in here because it's not being very helpful today. Okay, I think I'm done with that part. Okay. Yeah, done with that. Yeah, here, check it out, Visor. Yeah, it says right here, Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising is a 2D fighting game developed by Arc System Works and published by Arcys Games. It is a sequel to Granblue Fantasy Versus and was released worldwide on December 14, 2023. Yeah, they really are. I mean, they were able to somehow get Arc System's A team for this, because the animation for Granblue Fantasy is like a million times better than their own like Guilty Gear property. So they got Team Red as opposed to Team Blue, which is the one that covered Strive. Yeah, Guilty Gear is also one of my favorite fighting games of all time, and I do find it kind of shameful that their A-team wasn't on it. I mean, it's their own intellectual property, but somehow they didn't put their A-team on it. Yeah, for sure. You can tell the difference between Zerd, which was their last Guilty Gear game when it was still run by the A-team, and Strive. It's like the lighting isn't as good, the gameplay isn't as good. Even the character designs aren't as fun as they were in the previous ones. So you can really tell the difference. But on the plus side, DNF Duel looks great, at least visually and gameplay-wise is great. So is Granblue Fantasy, and so is the Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like, all those are done by Arc System's A-team, which is Team Red. Yeah, so I guess they gave their own proprietary fighting game to the B-team for some reason. Oh, thank you very much, Dolphin! And welcome to my stream! Yeah, I don't know how you found my stream, but welcome. Your viewership is very appreciated. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm here pretty much painting what I like to call the avatar of the Omnissiah, also known as Guardian of all Metals. At least that's the official name of the model. So yeah, feel free to ask anything or chat about anything. I am open to all topics. Especially stuff regarding wargaming, like Warhammer, and painting miniatures, and other war games. Earlier, me and Visa were talking about this one war game called Warmachine. So again, please feel free. I am by no means a painting expert, but I'll try to help with any painting questions you might have with what little knowledge I have. Pretty much during today's stream is watching me struggle with paint. Oh, thank you, Seabass. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Oh wow, just looking at it right now, I really like how that looks. This on the left side, or should I say the right wing, the one I'm holding. Yeah, look at that. Man, I love this soundtrack so much. Such a great game. I really need to play it again at some point soon. Yeah, definitely. No, I have not. What kind of game is Ultra Kill? I'm guessing some kind of shooter? Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't played a boomer shooter in a while. Which reminds me, Warhammer has a boomer shooter, bolt gun. They may play that one too. Nice. If you can pick out some of the songs that you think would work well with this stream, let me know. Again, try to keep the vibe with the same kind of music. So I don't want to go too hard, even though I like rock and metal and that kind of stuff. I wanted to keep it sort of chill and with a little bit of Gregorian chanting and stuff like that. So as long as we can keep the vibe the same, I'm all for putting it on the list. So yeah, if you know any of their songs that kind of fit the vibe we're going for here, then by all means, let me know. Okay, then yeah, for sure. I'll give them a listen. Every single time I'm out driving, I'm listening to some hard stuff. I need to be pumped up while driving. Hey, Fidio! How you doing? I goes to training. Et tenebre rosso sangue. Alright, I'll look at that one. Let me just write it down somewhere here. Okay, I'm all ears. What do you mean touching grass? Yeah, I guess. So what do you mean by touching grass? Like, what's going on? Like, actually touching grass? Like, outside? Oh, you mean more metaphorically. What do you mean? What's going on? Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty late. You just finished training? You know, you guys usually train this late? Yeah, I don't blame you for being sleepy. I mean, I'd be sleepy too. I'd be dying right now. Oh, okay, I wasn't sure what you were referring to. That's why I kind of wanted you to be a little bit more explicit. You're talking about the whole female custodies thing? Ah, okay, yeah, that's definitely a hot topic right now. Well, you know, fans will be fans. We'll argue about anything. Yeah, people are still salty about Primaris. Or Guillaume coming back. Yeah, it pretty much is. It's like, I think just people keep throwing, wood to the fire. Hopefully all this will blow over and we can get back to having fun with the game. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, got rid of Beastmen, and they got rid of like a bunch of models from the Stormcast Eternals. We were talking about it just a few weeks back. But I'm pretty sure they'll come back in some way. They're probably just gonna incorporate them into some of the other factions. Or may make them their own faction. Because I think Beastmen were just considered chaos. So maybe they make them their own, like, separate faction. Which could be fun. Honestly, cancer's been out longer than AIDS. I can't believe I'm talking about this. Definitely not a topic I expected to talk about, like, during this AIDS versus cancer. But yeah, I think it's because AIDS became less prevalent. It was such a boom when it happened. And now it's just like, it's a very rare occurrence. It's just because I think everybody now uses protection. I think back then there was a lot less use of protection. Yeah, I think they're. I really do think they're gonna just bring out another line. I mean, they just brought up Beastman for Warhammer 40K, so I'm pretty sure they'll make a comeback. Okay, done with this whole side. Yeah, that's why I'm really thinking that they'll come back because of the fact that they have shit lore. I believe that means that they're kind of going back to the drawing board and trying to figure out some good lore for them to then bring them out again. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, right now we've completed painting the entire front side. Now we're moving to the back. White has been quite a difficult paint to work with today because it's just too chunky and the paint doesn't really stick. And yeah, it's supposed to be. At least that's what I'm going for. You know, sort of a model that could be like a proxy for a Void Dragon. Even though I don't play Necron, but I feel like it will look good on like as decoration, but also look good on the tabletop. Though I don't know how it measures up to a Void Dragon. I get the feeling that the Void Dragon is actually bigger than this guy. Yeah, that's sort of what I was going for. I mean, the Void Dragon is supposed to be like a Necron thing. That I figured if I'm gonna make it sort of based on what the machine god and the Omnissiah is, a lot of metal and steel and machinery and stuff like that. So I wanted it to be sort of reflecting that. So I didn't want to put too much greens or blue colors on there where it looks digital. I wanted it to look metal. So it's like I figured out molten metal would look great for this. So that's why I decided to go for this paint scheme. Because I originally was thinking of just sticking with the Void Dragons color scheme, but I'm like, nah, that'd be kind of lame. But yeah, I kind of want it to be its own like unique thing. Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't want to make it exactly like the Catan, you know, because I also want it to be slightly ambiguous. This is what the Omnissiah looks like or appears to be to a follower of the machine cult. Uh, so I'm just imagining myself like having a dream and then this appearing in my dreams, you know, and then that's why I'm like, oh, the Omnissiah, and I bow down. Yeah. But then, who knows, maybe it's really the Void Dragon. I haven't read the book, but I am aware that that happens, yeah. Yeah, I look forward to reading those at some point. And hopefully I get to read them. I mean, right now my backlog for Warhammer books is pretty intense. I still behind on that Caradron Overlords book that I was reading. I get the feeling that's more of the fact that regular Necrons kind of have very little autonomy and are very soulless. But Trazan being such a higher level Necron, he's able to express himself a little bit more. As if it's all like living metal, maybe his face can move around a little bit more. Oh, nice! You could have to post those when you, at some point in your. Well, I don't know if you're gonna put some on your Iron Twist Instagram, but I would love to see them. If you don't feel like putting it on your social page, and then maybe send me a picture. Don't take it in a proper way. Okay, cool. I'm sure your friend will be very happy. Which one did you get him? Bobby G or the Lion? I try to remember if it was Squidmar. They kind of kid bashed a little bit the Lion, and they made him bald. At his balding, where it's like most of it's the top of his head is bald, but he still got the sides. I think they made him for Black Templar, but again, I'm going off the top of my head. I have to rewatch the video. Yeah, everybody hates the blueberries. See what I mean? It's like the fans are always gonna argue about something. I'm indifferent to them. I'm not a big fan of their color scheme. And I haven't read enough about their lore to feel one way about them or another. I just wish that I guess Warhammer now, because they're not called Games Workshop anymore, would kind of diversify a little bit with their promotional art, where it's not just the Ultramarines, and I would like to see more promotional art of some of the other Space Marine factions. And there's always them, so it's like I want to see some like box art or something else. Yeah, because personally, my favorite Loyalist Space Marine chapters are the Salamanders and the White Scars. Specifically the White Scars. I love the White Scars. Which sucks because I am really hating painting white right now. Yeah, exactly. I mean, one thing that a lot of people forget is that fandom has always been arguing with itself since time immemorial. We're always arguing about something. We don't like something, we do like something, and then we fight over it. I think we need to sort of back up a little bit and realize that part of the fun of this, of any hobby really, is the back and forth. It's the engagement. It's talking about the things we like and don't like about it. Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of people are not big fans of the Fire Slayers. Um, I think it's just mostly due to the fact that it's a little bit of a how do I call this? A supermanization, or at least a superheroization of the Slayers, because the Slayers seem to have a pretty interesting backstory or lore. Has this sort of band of dwarves that feel like they need to go out in a blaze of glory, and it's no longer that. Matter of fact, the Caradron Overlords war band that I'm working on, is a little bit of a play on that, which is why I have on there on the list of future projects a dwarf pirate, because I want to do the pirate slayers from old fantasy. How so? Oh, let me expand on that. Why do you think they would be boring? Oh, but have you seen the Warcry warband for the Fire Slayers? those are actually some really nice models that I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. I'm gonna read it out just so I can follow along. Well, with Gortrix, for instance, he works perfectly with Phoenix because Phoenix is the one keeping a story going, and while Gortrix is a gem by himself, his story would have ended so fast, and the interactions he usually has with the world are pretty samey, especially over time. So I can imagine the Fire Slayers doubled down on that. From what I've read in the lore, it doesn't seem like it. I mean, again, I'm not 100% aware of how the Fire Slayers quite work, but they seem to be sort of a band of mercenaries, not so much a band of, what's it called? Of guys with a death wish. Yeah, they seem to all have like different codes that they follow as mercenaries for other factions. So they could be interesting in and of themselves. But again, I don't know a lot of the Fire Slayers to really know one way or the other. What do you remember? Halflings like in Lord of the Rings halflings, not gnomes? Because I know they have gnomes. Yeah, a few weeks back we saw their Blood Bowl new gnome team. Yes, yes. I'm aware they were a thing. I can't remember if they ever ceased being a thing or they just stopped mentioning them. Because I still see some stuff here and there. Yeah, because I could have sworn there was a rattling sniper on Forge World. Like the Forge World miniatures for Necromunda. I could have sworn I saw something like that, but I could be completely off base, and I thought I just seen some kind of third-party mini. Dwarves. I think about dwarves whenever I think of big appetite. So, I guess the both 10 and 40k. Unless you're thinking about, like, maybe the Tyranids. I guess the Tyranids have a big appetite. Okay, you're really talking about fantasy. I mean, I think about, in fantasy, I mean, there's also the ogres. Ogres, I guess, have a big appetite too. Okay, so I'm following you. Okay, ratlings and gnomes have big appetites, so do ogres. Trying to figure out where you're going with this. Okay, are you saying that in Age of Sigmar, the ratlings are now the ogres? Okay, then what? Do you mean 40k? Are you saying that the ratlings are now ogreing in 40k? Oh, okay. Is this like new lore for Warhammer Fantasy? Or is this like, I don't know, like old lore from before the end times? I think so. Are they not? Okay. Got that part done. Now it's on to the left wing. Yeah, because there are ogres in the what's it called? There's ogres or ogren in 40k. There's ogres in Age of Sigmar. There's ogres in Warhammer Fantasy, from what I'm aware of. That's why, but I think the ratlings were in 40k. There were gnomes in fantasy. There are no gnomes, or I guess halflings in Age of Sigmar. Oh, okay. Picking up what you're putting down. Because I was thinking just halflings as gnomes. I figured they were just analogous. Because sometimes they are in certain settings. They're like pretty similar in appearance. That's why I was a little confused there. Which was then that the old ones created the halflings after the success of humans, but their short stature left them weak and vulnerable, and so they turned the halflings into the ogres, then big and strong. But the old ones weren't happy with them either because they were too gluttonous and wanted to change them again, but then something happened. Alright, what happened? It's now story time with Fitty Jew. Listen up, everybody. Oh, really? So the changing of halflings to ogres opened up chaos? Huh, interesting. You think they kind of continued that idea with Age of Sigmar? Because there are ogres in Age of Sigmar. Okay, then, how does the lore explain why there's ogres in Age of Sigmar now? Since, I mean, the ogres have gods in Warhammer Fantasy besides the old ones who created them? Okay. Well, that's your homework for this week. Find out and get back to me. Yeah, I think it's very few people's area of expertise. I mean, well, with being as new as it is. That's why I'm trying to give this Caradron Overlord book a try. So far, it's okay. Okay. It's funny because I keep forgetting that they're called Warhammer now. Warhammer now has it has had the license for the Lord of the Rings tabletop game for a while now. And I really love when this song kicks in. I'm really happy I put this one on the list. I'm gonna read that out loud. But as link in, the token estate is the reason why GW has all those different names for races, because they honestly put Nintendo and Disney to shame with how lawsuit happy they are. Who puts them to shame? Is it the Tolkien estate or GW? Because from what I've heard, GW is pretty lawsuit happy themselves. Okay, I think I am done with the white. Finally. Sheesh. This was quite the paint today. For how little paint there was, I struggled a lot with this one. Thank you, Fidijo. Here, let me read what you just wrote. They wanted to sue not only EW, but Wizards of the Coast too, Dungeons and Dragons, for using the word elves and dwarves, despite the fact that those words existed long before Toki, and so they kept calling them that in fantasy. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's why I think Warhammer proper are trying to just name all the races now something different. Like the dwarves are the Duardin, and the elves are the Eldar in 40k, and Dukari for dark elves. I forget what they're called in what's it called? In Age of Sigmar. I guess Aldari? I don't know. But yeah, I think we're nearing completion with this one. Very close. I think we'll be done next week. All we have left is painting some of this Rhinox on some of the cooler parts of it, and by cooler I mean not as hot parts of the metal. And then we'll be also, doing some edge highlighting on the model with some Stormhost Silver. And I think I will be painting the base separately with an edge highlight that, and then just plop that on here. So let me just go ahead and zoom out a bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so it'll look like that. Oh, sorry, I had my mic off there for a second. I would like to actually pin this guy to the base. But I don't know if the wire will go in here neatly. This is a very skinny leg. Like a tiny, tiny leg. And I feel like if I drill into this, I might break it. So I might just try to glue it on without pinning. But we'll see. I'll look at my my hand drill to see if it's even possible to drill into this guy. But yeah, let me see here. Is there anything we can do before we're done for the day? Because you only have about 8 more minutes. Okay, here, I'm gonna read what you just wrote, Fijo. Exactly, that also the reason GW calls them differently now in the different settings. Instead of just dwarves and elves, you have fire slayers or Illuminate Brown Lords or Internet Deepkin in AOS, and in 40k the Aldario leaves of O10, just to avoid a Tolkien estate. I don't think it's just that though. I mean, didn't they recently try to like copyright themselves some words like yeah, they were trying to copyright the word Space Marine or the word Space Marine. Yeah, so I heard after they lost that lawsuit, they've recently began. Well, not that lawsuit, but they lost that claim to the word Space Marine. They began changing the names for a lot of these races. Yeah, that's what I heard anyway. Alright, I think we have 6 more minutes, so I feel like that's just enough time to watch one of these things. I'd love to, for sure. I wish I could stream more. However, my finances don't allow me to do this more often. Unfortunately, I still don't have enough funds to like back off from my regular duties and then put on the more time on this. I'm hoping that once I get more subscribers and more people backing me, then I can like ease off of my regular duties and then just work on here and stream on here, because I would love to stream more. My idea is that I would like to be able to knock out 1 miniature per stream. Really work on my speed on painting. That would be a lot of fun if I could pull that off. So I have seen some of the pros. They usually paint a miniature in like 4 hours. If I could do like a 4-hour stream and knock out a whole miniature, that'd be awesome. Oh, hey, Visa. Yeah, thank you for coming. I'll be finishing up in a few minutes anyway. So, yeah, go run your errand. It'll be okay. Yeah, let me see. Hold on. Let me look at my... I don't have anybody on here that I follow that is currently streaming. I think I can only raid people that I follow. Yeah, because it's just... Sure. What do you suggest? Okay. Yeah. Let me look her up. Hold on. Echo. YouTube. Oh, okay, I see her. Okay, then here's what I'll do. let me go ahead and I guess finish up with my usual outro, and then we'll go ahead and rate her. Let me go ahead and pull up the titles here. But again, guys, thanks a lot for coming. It's always fun to stream with you guys. It's an honor that you guys are coming and watching me paint. I really appreciate the banter and all the conversations we have. So again, thank you very much for coming. Again, this miniature is the Guardian of All Metals, and it's created by Mini Monster Mayhem, and it's provided to me by Missing Link Productions. You can find this one and many others like it at missinglinkproductions.net. And the music for today was brought to you by Adam Bell, who created Lord Courts of Lament and Hope. And also we have the music from Mechanicus, which was created by Guillaume David and copyrighted Bulwark Studios. And you also have the music of Warhammer Darktide, which was created by Jesper Kyd and the copyright of Arcys Games. And all the music is provided to us by filmmusic.io. And again, if you guys like what I do and would like to support, please consider donating to my Ko-Fi at Rosita Rivas Art. And if you somehow missed one of the old episodes and would like to watch them, you can find my YouTube channel on Rosita Rivas Art. Not much left actually, Fiddy Joe. We're almost done. Like I said, I have about 2 more colors left on it, which is the Stonehold Silver and the Rhinox Hide. So, fingers crossed we can finish it next week. But yeah, let me go ahead and look up this Echo VTuber. And we'll go ahead and rate her. So let's pull that up again. Alright, here we go. And again, this has been Rosita Rivas, and I'm sending out from the grim dark future. You guys have a good week and enjoy the raid. Thank you, Fiddy Joe. You take care, okay?